very involved in the dating community, every which way. He belongs to the Mortgage Bankers Association, right? And then also the Women's Council of Realtors. She's very, very involved. I can't even begin to say everything that he does. He has 25 years of lending experience, and he's with Thrive Mortgage. Of course, you got all those brochures, but if anybody knows more about, he's always looking into new products, new stuff, out of the box stuff. So I said, I requested him about, 4 months ago?
Yep.
Yeah, I said, well, would you make time for us? I said, give you 2 or 3 months. Then he said, I'll do it, and I'm so happy that you're here. Thank you, sir. Come on in.
Thank you. I don't mind using the microphone, but I probably don't need it. If anybody thinks I should, just let me know. I have a relatively large voice, so probably don't need it, and I don't usually mumble, but just let me know if you want me to. So again, about my background, thank you so much, and thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. In addition to being a loan officer, I also have investment properties of my own. And so I have a little bit of experience investing for about a decade now, and that's helped me to kind of look at investment vehicles to finance. And Sham and I were talking specifically about DSCR, and that's what he brought me here to talk about. But there's more background to that. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what the overarching kind of family of programs is that includes DSCR and some other programs in addition to DSCR to help you to purchase homes and help if you happen to be a realtor, help your clients, your friends, or just help for other programs. So again, about my background, so 25 years of experience in mortgage. I've been very involved with Realtists, the Greater Dayton Realtors Association as well, Women's Council of Realtors, Dayton Mortgage Bankers Association, and the Ohio Mortgage Bankers Association. I've sat on the boards and trustees for all 4 organizations and currently sit on 3 of those 4. So the reason I mention that is that I am really plugged into Dayton. I'm not originally from Dayton, but relocated here when I was young and really count Dayton as home. I left in 2009 because I thought that there were greener pastures someplace else, and I just missed it so much. So I came back in 2013, and so happy that I did. Dayton's such, it's just home. I mean, even though I'm not originally from Dayton, it just really feels like home. So with that said, I want to talk a little bit about, some of these are going to be a little dark. All right, so the overarching group of loan programs that includes DSCR, which is debt service coverage ratio, is called non-QM, non-qualified mortgage. So I'm going to give you a little bit of history because I think it's important to have that history going into knowing what these programs are, because it is not Wild West. I think there's a lot of people that think of subprime, which that's how I got my start. Anybody remember subprime? Okay. So subprime lending had gotten a bad name, and it really should have to some extent because there were a lot of bad actors in that world. Subprime was no ratio, no income, no asset, and they were used by loan officers to help people to purchase homes when they couldn't qualify with traditional routes. That made sense. So it made sense when there was a needs test. When you took a look at it and you said, hey, your tax returns don't necessarily show that you make enough money to qualify for this mortgage. However, we've got other programs. But I'm going to coach you, and I'm going to tell you that this is going to be a slightly more expensive program. And yes, on paper you can't afford it, but this is the amount of the payment. So those loan officers like myself, and probably the majority of loan officers that used subprime correctly and used the creative lending programs back then correctly, were coaching their clients. There was that small section that didn't, and so that's got the bad rap. And then anybody
Greater Dayton REIA is a great source of information for real estate investors. You can learn what you need to do to succeed. You can learn the different opportunities that there are in the marketplace, and you can meet a lot of people that know about this from their own experience.
It's a fantastic organization because you can network with more seasoned investors. You meet all kinds of different vendors each time, insurance companies, title companies. There's always a different group of people here. And even though I've been involved in real estate since '99, every time I come to a meeting I learn something different. You could also find contractors here. It's just a really great way to network.
The benefits that I've gotten from GDREA over the years is being able to tap into a pool of knowledge from experienced investors, experienced speakers that allow me to overcome any obstacles I might have from what I'm not familiar
In
with.
GDREA, we learned that this is a team sport, and
Usually,
being a landlord requires quite a few people to help. In GDREA, we found our accountant, attorney, property manager, realtor who furnishes the leads for the properties, and I believe the appraisers.
GDREA in 2010 to invest. The whole team was there. I had a property manager, realtors who had deals, and now I have 4 houses that are all turnkey solutions. I've invested in private LLCs. I've even bought a note. So by joining an organization like GDREA, you too can learn how to be a good investor.